Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jimmy Jackson here, licensed realtor out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Um, I work with Keller Williams, GR North, and I make a video on how down payments really work in real estate. People always have questions. How do down payments work? Where does the money go? Some people get confused. I'll make another video about, mortgage loans and what loan applicants look for, et cetera, et cetera. But let's make a quick video on how down payments really work in real estate. So let's get into it. Try to make this video short, like I always say, but that never happens. So let's jump into it. Man, I'm terrible at making sure the screens is pulled up to the max. Okay. Got my PDF ready. What is a down payment? A down payment is a cash portion you bring to the table. All right, for the buyers. It's a percentage of the purchase price. The rest comes from your mortgage. Example, $200,000 home, 5% down, $10,000 cash. Mortgage covers the other $190,000. Okay, so here's common down payment options. Conventional loan, as low as 3%. You need to have a good credit score, good job, good payment history, good rent history, like to get a conventional loan at 3%. An FHA loan, 3.5% down. With an FHA, you're getting a government-backed lender with the VA and a USDA. These are all government-backed lenders. So you're going to have a PMI right here, and that will explain later. So you can put literally small amounts down. The 20% myth, 20% is not required. It's just a threshold to avoid PMI. PMI extra fee that protects the lender, not you. Once you build up to 20% equity, PMI can be removed. Once you get to, I want to say 21%, it's automatically dropped. So at 20%, you can request it be removed, but once you get to 21%, I believe it's automatically dropped. Like I always say, I'm not a real estate lawyer. I'm just giving advice, tips, etc. How down payments affect you? Lower down payment, that is going to be lower upfront cost, but it's going to be higher monthly payments. Possible that PMI that we just discussed. Higher down payment is going to be lower monthly payments, less interest paid over time, and no PMI at 20%. And a quick example: 3%, $6,000 down payment with $194,000 loan amount. You're going to have a higher PMI, a higher payment, and a PMI. 20%, which is $40,000. Your loan amount, and this is on $200,000 home. Your loan amount is only going to be $60,000. So you're going to have lower monthly payments because your remaining balance is only $160,000, and you're paying this over a 30-year payment plan. And you're not going to have a PMI, so that's going to be lower monthly payments that are going to be coming out of your escrow account for your payments, and so it's all going to be lower. So don't let the 20% myth stop you from buying a home. With the FHA, VA, USDA conventional loans, you can get a home with much less upfront. The real key is knowing your down payment affects your monthly payments, long-term costs. Don't forget, you can always refinance after you get the property. Something else that I do want to point out is you do always have government-backed down payment assistance. So if you can get government-backed down payment assistance, that will always help you out as well. We can close this out. So there's tons of programs out there. You can get grants, you can get forgivable loans, you can get deferred loans. Forgivable loans are 0% interest. They are forgiven if you stay in the home for a set amount of years. So if you get a loan, you don't pay no interest on it as long as you stay in the home for like 10 years, 7 years, whatever it says. But if you move, then you're going to be repaying the loan with interest on it. Deferred loan is a repayment only when you sell or refinance the property. Um, you know, you have first time home buyers. If you haven't owned a home in 3 years, you have some programs where if you're first time home buyer, but your family owned a home, then you don't qualify. You have to meet the income and purchase price limits. You take a home buyer education course, and you must live in it. You cannot rent it out. These are new rules as well, like a home buyer education course, because so many people were getting taken advantage of with predatory lending. They had no idea, absolutely no idea that when they were buying homes, they were getting screwed over. That's why so many people lost homes, especially the lower income people that were, just lower educated basically. And so, yeah, I just wanted to make a really short video on how down payments really work. There's also something called the seller's concession. You can look that up. It's just a good negotiating tactic that if you have a good realtor, he'll know how to do a seller's concession and try to save you some money. You just have to convince the seller that they're not losing money. They might be helping the buyer close on a deal, but sometimes they think, well, I'm giving 5,000 weight. No, bro, you're raising the property costs and you're helping the buyer. But you're not losing money if you analyze the finances along the way. That's what me and my business partner did when we sold our property. We did a seller's concession, worked out perfectly. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Like I always say, if you want to like or subscribe, share the page. If you need a property or if you need any assistance, I'll put my information below. Do free property evaluation for any sellers. If you want me to walk through, show the property, whatever. If you're a buyer and you need any steps on how to get a property, free pre-approval checks. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed day.